Police will stop using the technology September 22nd, about a month after the Democratic National Convention.
Here's Mayor Brandon Johnson once again. He's decided to end the use of ShotSpotter. This was a technology that they were using to figure out where people were being shot because so many people were being shot. Well, we're not going to use that anymore in Chicago.
We start at 6 with our big story. Mayor Johnson says he will end the city's use of the controversial gunshot detection system, ShotSpotter.
WGN political reporter Taman Bradley is here with more on the mayor's timeline and reaction from City Council. Taman?
Dina and Ray, just last week, the Civilian Oversight of Police heard from activists and elected officials with strong views about the ShotSpotter program. The city's contract was set to expire, and the progressive coalition that elected Mayor Johnson didn't want him to renew it. It's a campaign promise fulfilled. Mayor Brandon Johnson is ending the city's use of the controversial gunfire surveillance system known as ShotSpotter. The city's contract with the company behind ShotSpotter expires on Friday, and the police will stop using the technology September 22nd, about a month after the Democratic National Convention. A city statement said, moving forward, Chicago will deploy its resources on the most effective strategies and tactics proven to accelerate the current downward trend in violent crime. For years, grassroots organizations targeted ShotSpotter, pointing to studies questioning the technology's effectiveness. A 2021 report by the MacArthur Justice Center found that nearly 9 in 10 police deployments did not lead to evidence of gun-related crime. Others argue the tool leads to over-policing of marginalized communities. Members of City Council land on both sides of the debate.
This is indeed a win for the city. We're going to move now in the next months, planning with our communities. We want to plan neighborhood by neighborhood.
Alderman Peter Chico, a Chicago police officer, argues the technology aids authorities in instances where the community doesn't dial 911.
As a police officer for the last 10 and a half years, I've dealt with ShotSpotter. I've seen it works. I've seen it save lives. I've seen it be dependent on for intelligence and things like that.
Police Superintendent Larry Snelling has made the same argument, and various alders urge Mayor Johnson to defer to police.
You're going to deny the man who's responsible for public safety the ShotSpotter in his toolbox?
One of my main things is always support the police. I want the police to have any ammunition that they think that they need to help to keep us safe here in the city of Chicago.
The only people against ShotSpotter are the organizers, the community organizers who want to use the money that saves black and brown lives into their own pockets.
Listen, there are reasons to be wary of these technologies and cameras all over the place and everything else, but like the last thing Chicago needs, and everyone knows it, is for the police to have less tools to figure out who's shooting who, when they're doing it, where they're doing it, and everything else. It's completely insane, but Chicago is on the path. You are on the path if you live in Chicago, and I highly recommend you get out.